I'm so tired. Hey guys, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite albums, and today I am going to do a review on the latest Sam Hunt album, Southside. Uh, I've been waiting for a while to review this album because I have been waiting for an album worse than that Green Day album, and I feel like I found it. In my opinion, this is probably the worst album of the year so far. Now, with all due respect, I respect Sam Hunt, I respect everybody who's behind this record, but oh my gosh, this album, oh my gosh. So, Sam Hunt is from Nashville, Tennessee, and he is a country singer songwriter. And yes, country music has never really gotten any high praise in the mainstream. And when I went into this album, I really didn't expect anything all that, fantastic or intriguing or anything, even though I have heard several great country albums before. I never really, I was never really a huge fan of country music. So I went into this album thinking that it's just going to be another one of those really dumb, generic, clean country album. In a way, I was right, but in a way, I was also wrong. There were so many things about this album, ranging from the lyrics to the hook to the production, that's just way worse than I have expected, to be honest. Of course, the production is clean, it's sterile, it's really generic and boring, sounds really watered down, sounds super trite. The entire album sounds like a bunch of bearded men with cowboy hats waving their bottles of beers in the middle of nowhere, listening to Mr. Hunt sitting in the middle with the guitar, and everyone's just, oh yeah, America. Well, at least that's how I feel about this album because, god damn, this album starts off in a really harmless way, though, with the track 2016, which I don't think is a good song by any means, but hey, it's tolerable, it's listenable, it's totally fine, it's harmless. It's basically this really simple acoustic ballad with some simple pianos and some, simple vocals, Except what succeeded this song are the second track, Hard to Forget, is literally a trap country track. Trap country, okay? You hear this right. Trap country. And this is not the only song on this entire record that is a trap country song. Basically, on this track, we get some plucky banjos and some twangy guitars, and we have lyrics. Actually, a lot of the lyrics on this album basically have the same message where Sam Hunt, after a breakup with someone, feels sad and misses that someone. So I guess he tries to look at the situation at many different angles. And on this track, apparently, he believes that the person who broke up with him actually still misses him because he makes all these observations like, oh, your aunt's car showed up around my place. Oh, I saw your grandpa in some store. Oh, so maybe she still misses me. Maybe that's the case. Well, tell you what, maybe you just live in a really small town. And once again, this song has the vibe of a bunch of rednecks waving their beers in the air with their horses and monster trucks sort of in the back. Up next, we have the track Kinfolks. Let me introduce you to my kinfolks. And this track sounds like an AJR song with the very trite, cliched, atmospheric opening and the twangy guitars, the bow, bow, bow. It's. Uh, uh, and yeah, even though lyrically it's not terrible, But again, what's the point of this song? What is he trying to make a point with the song? I kind of can't tell. And then we have the track Young Ones. The vocals are ridiculous. The booming, banging drums are really tacky and really annoying. And we get this slight bit of auto tune during the chorus, and it just sounds horrible. And then we have the hook. We're the young ones. We're gonna go. We're the young. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. And we have lyrics like doing things in the wheat fields. What things exactly? What things, Mr. Hunt? And then we have the track Body Like a Back Road, which is a song title that I've heard before. Apparently, it's a song released in 2017. And it's on this album now. Nah. First of all, the title of the track is really head scratching. I don't understand why would someone compare a human body, to a road, especially when he goes into detail describing how this body is in comparison to the road, like how he remembers every curve on the road. What are you trying to imply exactly, Mr. Hunt? And also how he's going 15 on a 30 or something. I don't know. And then we have the really dumb hey, the ridiculously trite chord progressions on the track, and the fact that this track sounds like a really awkward amalgamation of Justin Bieber and Macklemore, two artists that you do not want to copy if you want to copy from anyone. And then we have That Ain't Beautiful. After That Ain't Beautiful, no, actually, after the first track, every single track just gets progressively worse and worse. That Ain't Beautiful might be even worse than Body Like a Back Road. It's this really corny spoken word track, borderlining on spoken word. It's trying to be this really emotional ballad, but really it's a dumb, spacey, close to nothing, bland, dry wallpaper love song. And when you look into the lyrics, it's even more strange when Sam Hunt talks about his, I guess, ex partner, saying that, it's not you, you with this crappy behavior. It's really not you. I sent a misspelled text and I punched a hole in the wall, but me being abused and tortured and you feel comfortable about it, that's not you. That ain't beautiful, man. The track Let It Down sounds eerily similar to the Beatles' Let It Be for some reason, except faster, more awkward, and with a loud, pumping, fiery country mix. Especially with the ridiculous trap beats, the trap snares. They are so strong on this track, and they keep on playing. They keep on playing for the entirety of the song. It just smacks in your forehead constantly, and the greasy vocal harmonies do not help at all. The track Downtown's Dead is this really sad bro country song with a gigantic chorus with banging drums. Almost sounds like a Imagine Dragons. And then we have Nothing Lasts Forever, which is also a really boring song. And on this track, Sam Hunt sort of puts on a little bit of a Drake with his slower, more R&B side of his vocals, I guess, except he sings with such masculinity. This song just ends up sounding kind of tone deaf, and also very strangely and occasionally on the track we get this random bleep of strings, and I just don't really understand the thought process behind that production choice. The low key guitars, pretty much non-existent. The track Sitting With You, first of all, Sitting With You, Sitting With You. Oh man, sorry man. Last Thursday I got ahead of myself and I tried to, sin with you. And given that the song is about, it's about sex. It's an incredibly boring song, another really slow, quiet acoustic ballad. And while the song on the surface is about, sexual repression, actually it's just about premarital sex. And with lyrics like, take me under in your innocence, I wasn't in it for the hell of it. We have the track Breaking Up Was Easy in the 90s. Breaking Up was easy in the 90s. And it's also a really boring continuation of the last four tracks. The lyrics are really dumb. These lyrics are pretty much the same as the lyrics on Hard to Forget, where, Sam Hunt looks at his phone and he sees some photos of his ex and he's like, oh, I can't forget. I just can't forget. And again, this song is a rambly spoken word song, except it's not really spoken word. It's sort of half sung, half spoken word in a really awkward and jarring way. And the album ends off with Drinkin' Too Much. Wow, just a really terrible ending to the album. Weird vocal effects, also a really boring track, and really just gross, manipulative lyrics where I guess Sam Hunt uses his fame and popularity now to get his ex-girlfriend to like him again. Like, man, you should have stayed with me. You should have stayed with me. But yeah, other than that, I actually legitimately dislike this album more than the Green Day album Father of All. At least that Green Day album is memorable and memorably tacky and cliche. But this one is just insufferable, in my opinion. Again, I respect anyone who worked on this album, and maybe Sam Hunt's a good guy. I really don't know, but the lyrics, the production, the vocals, the hooks, they are just god awful on this album, and I just don't want to listen to this album any more again. I suffered so much listening to this album to make this review. So yeah, my favorite track here is probably 2016, and my least favorite is every single other track on this album. And I guess if I had to pick one, it's either Young Ones or Body Like a Back Road or Drinking Too Much or Let It Down or That Ain't Beautiful. They're all bad. I am feeling a strong 0 to a light 1 on this album. So, have you listened to Sam Hunt's Southside? From 1 to 10, how much did you rate it? Like if you like it, hate if you hate it, and subscribe if you want more. And thanks for watching. I will be reviewing Black Dresses, Car Seat Headrest, The Strokes, a couple of classic albums, Rina Sawayama, EOB or Ed O'Brien, Oransi Pazuzu, Finnish black metal band. I will be re-reviewing Nicholas Jar and Eve Toomer. I will also be reviewing the Mare Cognitum album, Wanderers, Astrology of the Nine. I will talk about the Quelly Chris and Chris Keys album, Lido Pimienta. I will be talking about Laura Marling, as well as Nav, Drake, and Danzig very soon. And hopefully I'll be in time to talk about the Proto Martyr album that will come out in a couple of weeks. So yeah, thanks for watching.